What is up, guys? Welcome to Cinco Symposium. Welcome back. Welcoming myself back. It's been a week since I have been suspended from talking about the Pfizer video that Project Veritas released, where they had one of their own directors saying things, and I did a video on it, and almost immediately it got taken down, and I got a strike, and I was suspended for a week, as well as Project Veritas themselves. I think their video lasted a lot longer than mine did, but mine lasted for maybe a few hours. But we got hit for, I got hit the same thing that Project Veritas did, medical misinformation, or COVID-19 medical misinformation policy. Now, I'm confused. I don't know what I said. I don't know why. What misinformation, that I put out there. Basically, all I said was, I talked about what the guy said. I talked about what the director had said and what they were mentioning, and pretty much stuck to the Project Veritas video. I didn't go on any, opinions of my own that I have about certain things. But yeah, so this is where we're at. YouTube's going to censor. I've already been censored by YouTube before, but here's here's an example, and especially since they got Project Veritas. However, I'm confused because they didn't. Tim Pool talked about this. They talked about it a little bit. They didn't show as much of the video as I did, but there was some other, bigger channels that were talking about it, and they didn't get hit either. So I don't know exactly what I said, and of course I appealed it. And you asked questions like, "What did I say? What specifically was medical information?" Because as far as I know, all I did was talk about what the director of Pfizer said and what they're doing. But YouTube never gives you an answer. They never tell you anything. They just say uphill rejected, and they don't give you any examples. It's just vague. Oh, well, you spoke about medical misinformation, so we're banning you. So this is the suppressing of free speech. Like, you think you have free speech. You don't. These are the big platforms where, you're trying to reach out and talk to people and have a conversation. They don't want that to happen. That's the problem. YouTube doesn't want these conversations to happen. YouTube doesn't want people to think and be like, maybe there's something there. Like, maybe something crazy is going on. I don't know. It's controlling the narrative, and that's extremely dangerous. And that's why I kind of got excited when someone mentioned to Elon Musk, like, hey, how much does YouTube cost? But, man, so it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's a major story. Like, this is a major story. This is Project Veritas doing what journalists should do. That was the primary job of journalists, at least I thought, was to go out and find things that were happening, especially stuff that was, corrupt, stuff that was obscured, stuff that was hidden away, that people didn't want to find out, that was in the dark. And the journalist's job was supposed to go in there and shine a light upon that. But we don't want that anymore. Especially the mainstream media, the big tech oligarchs, YouTube. The only one that it really went crazy on. It played on Rumble, but Rumble just doesn't have near the traffic that YouTube does. But Twitter was the main one where it's still up and running and everything's good. It's insane to me that this would happen. And people, it's not being reported by the mainstream media. They're not talking about the fact that a director from Pfizer is talking about these things. And I just also want to point out, and while we're talking about Pfizer and corruption, we are one of 2 countries in the world that allow pharmaceutical advertisements. When you think about that, if you're sick, what do? When something goes wrong, you don't turn on the TV and wait for an ad to come up, and maybe what you do is you go to a doctor and have the doctor recommend. Hopefully you have a doctor you trust and believe in, and they tell you their honest opinion, and what may help. But now we have people that are sitting at home and going, oh, do you suffer from this? You could take this medication. Side effects cause blindness, death, erectile dysfunction, all the things that come with the side effects of drugs. But we're one of 2 countries in the world that allows that allows advertisements of pharmaceutical drugs. And then we have Pfizer, who is talking about all this stuff, and their director's coming out and secretly saying it, and then losing his mind when he gets confronted about it, because he probably figures his life is over. But I just also want to point out that Temple tweeted this out, and I loved it. the Department of Justice. The Justice Department announces largest healthcare fraud settlement in its history. Pfizer paid $2.3 billion for fraudulent marketing. I want y'all to know that and kind of understand who Pfizer is. The most, if I'm not mistaken, the most fined pharmaceutical company ever. They have been hit the hardest with also so. They've been known to do bad things. They've been known to be wrong, and been known to do bad things. And growing up, this is what I heard. I heard Big Pharma was the evil guys. Like, I thought they were the enemy to the left. I thought the big corporations were. Where is the left when stuff like this happens going like, yeah, we want to know more. I want to know more. Tell me more, please. But they don't. Mainstream media isn't talking about this at all. And big tech is silencing it as much as they can. They're banning people that are talking about. They're banning Project Veritas. I think why they're banning me and not the bigger channels is because I'm tiny. I got 330 followers. I'm nobody. They ban me. I'm not someone that's gonna fight it legally, at least right now. And if they try banning Tim Pool for it, he's got lawyers. He's a lot more well known. You got millions of people hearing about it. They can ban me and any other small time guy that has some 1,000 followers, something like that. And no one's ever gonna know. It's not gonna be anything. But yeah, so they banned Project Veritas or suspended them for a week with the strike against their channel. So it's obvious that they don't want the story getting out. And with what the director was saying, it's scary. It's scary because of what they could be doing, what they probably are doing. But you're not allowed to talk about it. I can't reach you guys because they'll suspend me whenever I say anything about it. They're controlling the narrative on some dangerous situations, and that's what's scary, is the fact that they're trying to control information. And that's why I think the mainstream media is dying, because people have seen what absolute bullshit it is, and the fact that they're fake news, and they don't want to talk about real things that are going on. They want to keep it hush-hush, that there's a lot of money and corruption involved. And let me tell you, there's a lot of money that's been in the situation with how much money has Pfizer gained in the past 2 years? Billions. And how much more do they stand to gain off what they're possibly doing? Even more. Billions. It's scary. It's scary. But yeah, and this is why I'm scared to talk about COVID. Anytime I've talked about COVID, hardly this seems to happen. I don't know what I said was wrong. I don't know. Like I said, they don't tell you anything. They're just vague rules that they can just wipe you off. And so I still like having conversations about this, as well as many other things that are going on. But now I feel like I can't talk. I can't say anything because I'm just going to get wiped. It's like, what do we do, this is why I post videos to Rumble. If you're not following me on Rumble, you should go follow me on Rumble, because if I'm not on here, at least I can post there. And all my videos that I make here go on Rumble as well. So we're on a platform that will ban someone that they don't agree with ideologically. That's just the truth. That's what YouTube is. But that's where all the reach right now is. YouTube has the power because everyone's on YouTube. We got a long ways to go before Rumble even comes anywhere close to what YouTube is. But anyway, it's good to be back. I'll be making some more videos today, so stay tuned. Please, if you like the video, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Little small milestone for YouTube in general, I know, but it'd be really cool for me to hit 1,000. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. And until next time, y'all have a wonderful day.